What's up, guys? Chris here again. I'm just bringing you a new project that I started. I went with the Hoopla and decided to try a Polymer 80 lower, and I absolutely love it, to be honest with you. It was a very fun project. It was pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but let's check it out. Mag's empty, as well as gun's empty. Chamber's clear, safe direction, trigger depressed. Alright. Okay, so obviously the lower is Polymer 80. This is their tactical gray, and this is a G17 frame. I went with the Lone Wolf RMR cut slide with the Trijicon RM01 and the primary machine self compensator with a silencer code 1/2x28 threaded barrel. The trigger is an Apex tactical flat face trigger. The upper parts kit is a ZevTech parts kit. It's got the skeletonized striker and the lightweight striker spring and the lightweight safety plunger. The front and rear sights are Ameriglow suppressor sights that have their night sights. There is a rear rafter back here. The lower parts kit is all OEM Glock parts, with the exception, like I said, the trigger, and the spring in there is a ghost spring. The connector is not a ghost connector. I had one in there, but it gave me trouble and the trigger would not reset with it, so I junked it. All the pins and the takedown lever and everything are stock. The mag release is extended. It's aluminum extended mag release. And there is also a stainless steel guide rod. And I forget what poundage of spring it's in there. I'll have to look that up. But other than that, everything else is OEM Glock parts. And the mag, I need to put a mag plate on there to make the mag changes a lot smoother, but just haven't done it yet. But alright, my opinion. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I absolutely love it. I think it's a great gun, but with my experience, I went and bought a Harbor Freight drill press and a Harbor Freight milling vise and made my own mill. That's not really expensive. I think I paid 150 bucks for the whole setup with no coupons, and you and I both know if you've gone to Harbor Freight and you have coupons, you about get half off of those things every time. So with that being said, look for coupons. I did not. Also, another thing, if you do happen to buy this slide from Lone Wolf for 250 bucks, you are going to have to install the what do you call it thing? Anyways, it's a little tube that goes in the back where the striker rides, and it allows the striker to go in there and not bind up and not get dirt and crap all over it. I can't think of the name of that thing for nothing right now. Anyways, if you buy an OEM slide kit, most of the time it comes with one of those. It just looks like a little plastic straw. It's real tiny, probably about an inch and a half or so long, and that's kind of a pain to put in there without one of those tools. You can buy the tool to do that process. I think I bought mine on, actually I think I bought mine on eBay. They're about 12 bucks. No biggie. And it has the, one side has the installation side, and there's another side that's threaded to where you can pull out the old one if you're just changing it out. Anyways, maybe I'll think of that part here in just a second. But back onto the build of this. When you buy one of these lowers, they give you a jig, all the bits, the end mill. Of course, no instructions. This is just a I mean, you either know how to do it or you don't. There's plenty of videos that show step-by-step instructions on how to do these. Glock store has one. I think this guy named Talon SAI has one. Ghost Guns has one. Polymer 80 has their own video. There's several really good videos on how to do these. The only issue that I had in the whole build process, excuse me guys, I got a little bit of a cold, is cutting the rear rail sections. The jig that they provided me with, I'm not saying that everybody has the same issue, but the bit would just barely drag the surface of the rails once you lowered it all the way down to where it, as far as it's supposed to go. Now, with that being said, I hand fitted the slide as I was going, guys. I wasn't reckless with this, but I went approximately a 1/16 of an inch past the jig, and that cut my rails right where they needed to be. I finished them off with 1200 grit sandpaper, as I did with the front section as well. I polished my front block, and which acts as the front rails. It's proprietary and longer than a standard Glock front block. And then on the middle section, I actually cut that out with a razor blade and finished it off with 1200 grit sandpaper as well. So everything is smooth. I've got no issues. It actually looks really nice on the inside. What else? Oh, and I will say that when you finally are able to install your slide, be sure to grease the hell out of it. And I am not being, I don't want to sugarcoat it, guys. You have to grease the hell out of it. It is going to be tight. It's going to be real tight, which that's what you want, so that the slide will break itself in with the lower. But you want to grease the breech, you want to grease all in the rails. And I'm not talking about gun oil, guys, I'm talking about grease. Let's see, I used, this stuff's called Slip 2000 Extreme Weapons Grease. Actually came with my Franklin Armory BFS Gen 3 parts kit I put in my AR-15. And it worked wonders with this. It was great. So if you can find any of that stuff or some other weapons grease, go for it. You're going to need it. What else? I set in my garage once I greased it, man, and I just sat there and just racked it. And just racked it and racked it. I function checked it, made sure everything would work every time with both hands. And fortunately enough for me, I did it right. Now, I will say that once you've got this thing built, don't just throw it on your hip and carry it. You're going to need to go out to the range and put about, I'm going to say about 200 rounds through it and really, really break it in, because a lot of people experience certain failures whenever they first build these. Like the slide may not go all the way back in the battery, or it may jam. I think Lenny from the Glock store, his jammed a couple of times, and then once he got those couple of jams out of the way, he said fired flawless after that. Run a couple hundred rounds through it, make sure everything's copacetic before you carry it. I mean, that's just, you don't want to be carrying something your life depends on and you haven't even tested it. But hopefully you guys got more common sense than that. But at any rate, I just wanted to bring this build to you and let you guys see what I've been doing here lately. You know, if you watch my channel, I do airsoft, paintball, real gun stuff, a little bit of everything really, car stuff. I'm really into weapons of any kind, for that matter. But this is just my newest project. I will be doing another one. I'm probably going to build me a Glock 19, but it's not going to be an RMR slide. It's going to be something a little bit different. I'm actually considering doing a white lower with either a black upper or a stainless steel upper with a gold barrel and a gold pin kit. I'm still on the fence about that. I don't know which one I like to do, but if you would, if you guys want to drop off your opinions on which build I should do next, and in my comment section, I'd be happy to read them and happy to hear your opinion. And hell, you never know, I might just go with the opinion of one of my viewers. But at any rate, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions about this firearm or have any suggestions for future builds, I'd be happy to listen to that as well. And if you are a new viewer, go ahead and smack that subscribe and that like button, and I hope to impress you with more builds in the future. And I hope you guys have a great holiday weekend. This is July 3rd, 2017. I'm going to be doing a lot of relaxing. I hope you guys are able to do the same, and God bless.